What's up, everybody? Welcome to the weekly wrap-up with Councilwoman Jamie Torres and DJ Cons. What's up, Jamie? How we doing today?
I'm good. I'm cold, but I'm good.
Yeah, it's that time of year. It kind of came, I would say, a little sudden, the snow. I wasn't expecting it. When they said it was going to snow, I was like, wait, what? I'm not prepared, but
It's
here we
here.
are.
It's here, right? I think we'll see some warm weather pretty soon, though. Denver goes up and down.
Oh, yeah. We could have a hot winter.
Exactly. I think Jaime, my husband, golfed last winter in
Nice.
December or something, so it's all right. Well,
So,
happy Friday.
happy Friday, everybody.
And you've joined the weekly wrap up with me and DJ Cons, where we cover a review of what's happened in council this week and maybe some community updates, which have been really important. So I'll get started with some legislative updates. We had a 6-hour, a little over 7-hour city council meeting on Monday, mostly because we were discussing any amendments to the budget for 2025. None of the proposed amendments ended up happening. So we will do our final vote on the budget on Monday, and no additional changes since the last draft we received from the mayor. We will provide a good deal of explanation of what's District 3 going to see in next year's budget. I think there are some really great projects that we've advocated for. The three recommendations that I made before this recent budget draft were adopted. And so that is moving money into the Office of Immigrant and Refugee Affairs, making sure that they're able to hire their language access coordinator, and then establishing the food justice fund. So that was something that we were helping to do, and we got a lot of really great choir. In fact, it was unanimous support from the other council members to make sure that those were covered in the 2025 budget, and they are. So I'm really pleased about that. I do want to share, because this is just coming up, we're getting a lot of questions, particularly from our immigrant serving organizations, our immigrant advocacy networks, questions about the recent presidential election, because there are a lot of comments made about what they plan to do with immigration. And we will be convening folks. This is a lot like what happened in 2016, where we gathered up and thought and kind of decided, what are we going to do to make sure that we're protecting immigrant families, mixed status families. This is not just about people with criminal records that become under fire. It is everyone in the immigrant community that becomes a target. And so we will make sure that we've got really good backing and understanding of the laws that are in place. It is a very different place legally in Denver than it was in 2016. We created a lot of really strong laws in that during that term. And a lot of really strong protections. So things like the Immigrant Legal Services Fund was established. That's been in place now for 6 years. There are a couple other kind of things that have been established since then as well. So we'll keep in touch. We're already going to be announcing one clinic that folks will want to take advantage of. But for immigrant families, Denver will continue to have your back. We will continue to support you, and that doesn't change with the federal election. So just wanted to share that out.
Yeah, nice. And they do all, they could go to these clinics. This is all done in person, or?
Yeah. So for folks who need to renew DACA, this is going to be an important one to try to get through before the end of this year. Juntos Community has announced some upcoming clinics, and they are in-person cons. They're offering virtual, and we'll be sharing the they will be virtual. They will not be in person. We'll be sharing that registration link, but there's an in-person one coming November 16th. So 2 options, and just encourage folks to reach out, take care of this as soon as you can. There is a service fee listed, but no one's turned down. So if you can't afford it, don't let that be the reason you don't go to one of the clinics. Make sure you reach out to them ahead of time. The next update that we wanted to share was the climate education team at Mile High Youth Corps. Mile High Youth Corps has 2 locations in District 3. They're at about 18th and Federal, and then down in the Sun Valley neighborhood off of Decatur. They're offering free workshops this month on how to waste less, and so how to prepare your home for the winter as well. So you don't want to be losing all your heat that you're paying for out of your windows and out of your door cracks and things like that. So some good stuff happening there.
What kind of information are they going to be going over with that?
Yeah. On Friday, November 15th, you can get information on how to turn over your yard waste, scraps. We're obviously getting a lot more composting bins in West Denver. So really how to prepare folks for that. I've been so grateful. I just got my compost bin 2 weeks ago, and we've already been filling it with leaves, our garden waste, and our food scraps. And then on Wednesday, November 20th, there are safety tips and tools for winter weather and winter emergencies. So they're trying to get ahead and provide information and education on a number of different things.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, it's time to show up, D3, and, everyone find the registration in the comments and check it out. I mean, composting alone, I mean, that's good. I mean, especially if you plan on like growing your own food and, you're having a garden, that's perfect.
It's amazing. And you'll find, because like we'll throw our food, like leftovers, or food that's gone bad, into that bin as opposed to the trash bin, and our trash is so reduced. So
yeah,
it definitely helps just kind of keep all those things separate. And we know that they're going to two different places, right? That one's better for the environment than the other one. So it's pretty awesome. So for Mile High Youth Corps, each workshop is being offered in English and in Spanish. Food will be served at all of them. So that's November 15th and November 20th, and we'll post the information down below.
Nice. That's awesome.
And then we've been highlighting graduates of Rocky Mountain Microfinance Institute. RMMFI is in District 3, and they've just been helping aspiring entrepreneurs. So small business makes the city run, and these are folks who had good ideas and just got some additional support from RMMFI and maybe even some additional funding. So they're just doing really amazing work.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, we had a web designer and a mechanic, over the past few weeks. And who are we showcasing this week, Jamie?
So we'll love this because it has to do with food and yummy food. So Fritai, Haitian food truck. It's owned and operated by Farah Jean Pierre. And they might just have what we're looking for on one of these cold nights. So they're usually parked in front of Raices Brewery. And we can check out their schedule on the website. But Haitian food sounds pretty good.
Yeah, hats off to Fritai's Haitian food truck. You know what I need to take? I need to try that. Haitian food is good. I need to dab a little more. Like Ethiopian food. Ethiopian food's delicious.
It is. It is. Get out there and try it, Cons.
I'm husky, so I'll eat anything, as you can tell. So it's all good.
And then just a huge shout out to all of those who voted. Our voting stations were busy, and that's a good thing. I think we had a really high turnout, and I know they're still counting votes. So we're waiting for the next 5 o'clock drop of results. But things are looking good, and just really pleased with folks who came out to the Westwood location, the Barnum location, Auraria, all of the places where the Denver Elections Division stood up a voting center and a mailbox. So thank you for coming out. That's a huge win for Denver.
Yeah, thank you to everybody that did vote. And hey, this is these elections are important, and for those of you that did vote, educate those that may have not or that are new to voting.
That's true.
Educate them on the importance, because this projects our future. So
it does, and I think we'll still always be shocked at the number of folks who don't vote, who are registered. That's still always pretty high. But thank you for everyone who came out. I think absolutely. I got a couple of really great messages from people who voted for the first time.
Nice.
And that just filled my heart up. So thank you all of you who voted again, and thank you for those who voted for the very first time.
Awesome. Hats off to everybody out there that voted, and hats off to everybody at D3. Have a safe weekend. Happy Friday. Jamie, have a good one. This is the wrap up, and we are out.